Hey gorgeous, Noki Evans here, your favorite sexual intimacy coach and author of Spice It Up. It's time to revive your intimacy. Today I bring you another educational, very exciting and most of all important video. You definitely don't want to miss this quick video. I promise you it's not going to be too long. But before I get into the 5 things that you should never ever say to a man during your sexual intimacy moments, I have a favor to ask of you. It turns out about 75% of people who watch my videos are actually not subscribed. Can you please do me a favor? Go ahead and click the subscribe button. It's absolutely free, and remember to ring that little notification bell so that whenever I upload a new video, YouTube will notify you, and this way you'll not miss any of my educational, exciting and informative content. Girl, do I have a good one for you today? Like I said in my last video that I was going to bring you gorgeous ladies a video on things that you should never ever say to a man during sex or in the bedroom. Here we go. I try by all means to keep my word, and I'm here to deliver. If you've been following my channel for a minute, you know that I'm so big on communication, and I always stress on the importance of communication, whether in the bedroom or outside the bedroom, all around, whether it's in a relationship, in a marriage, at work, with your co-workers. Communication is so important. Even more important is communication with your spouse. What you say or do not say will determine the depth of your intimacy, how you emotionally connect, how you take your relationship from this level all the way up to the highest level. And on today's video, I'm going to educate some of you. I know some of you are pros and you just here for moral support or for entertainment. That's perfectly fine. Stick around. You know, you never know what you do not know. But for those of you who may be clueless on what to say and what not to say to a man, to your man in the bedroom, this video is for you, and I suggest that you give it a like, because this way it tells YouTube that this content is so important and it will help other people find it. Okay, without any further ado, let's get on with the 5 things that you should never ever say to your man in the bedroom. And by the way, these are in no particular order, okay? The first thing that I have on the list is you should never ever say,
"Is that as hard as it's gonna get?"
or something along those lines, meaning that his manhood is not hard enough. It's not yet that bone that you are expecting. Never ever ever say that, because that little hardness that he has managed to get thus far is going to deflate like a flat tire, because what you have just done is you've just stepped his ego and you've undermined his manhood. So never ever say anything like that or anything along those lines. Okay, now moving on to the second thing that you should never ever say to a man in the bedroom is,
"Oh, what a lousy session that was."
Again, you've undermined your man. You never ever say things like that. I talk about how to communicate all the time. I'll keep bringing you videos on how to communicate effectively. Actually, I'm going to create yet another video on the things that you can say. Do not be negative. Any negativity in the bedroom is not welcome. If you're going to give feedback, like I mentioned in my last video, one of the mistakes that most women make in the bedroom, if you are going to say anything negative, you better be tactful about it and start off with a word of appreciation or a word of acknowledgement, and then say what your desire is. Say why that thing was lousy without being negative. Instead, mention how you too, because remember, he's not the only one in this. You are part of the game too. So mention what you would have preferred or expected your session to turn out to be. Okay, now moving on to the third thing that you should never ever say to your man in the bedroom during your sexual intimate moments, and that is, it is of course similar to the previous one, and this is,
"Can't you do better?"
Yes, and I say to you, Can't you do better? Yes, you never say things like that. That statement is also undermining. It also stabs his ego, and it's not going to get you anyway. If anything, it's going to build a brick wall between the two of you. Remember, men are go-getters, which is why it's important for us to state and express the things that he does well, the things that he does good, because men love to win. Okay, just like you like to win, it's even higher priority for them to win, and their goal with you during intimacy is to make sure that you are happy. So by you saying negative statements like that, you are actually doing the opposite of what he expects. What could you have changed about this session that you just had? What did it do that you enjoyed? Focus on those things, and then also add on how you'll improve this particular session. Remember, it takes two to tango. And then the next thing that you never ever want to say to a man during your love making sessions is, oh, and before I continue, I have a bonus for you. Okay, you know, we always give bonuses here. This next one, this fourth one, it starts off as if everything was good, but then what you say towards the end really throws everything out of the window, and that is,
oh, this was so good. It reminded me of
Max or John or David or whoever your ex is. Never ever say that. Okay, if it's good, period. What was good about it? Focus on him and him alone. Do not be bringing your exes into your matrimonial bedroom. Just because you are bringing in an ex, you are mentioning an ex or mentioning an ex's name, you are hurting his feelings, you are hurting his ego, and that is not going to get you anywhere. Okay, my sister, get that and get it right. I know you guys are pros because you watch this channel. You keep getting better and better, and remember to keep coming back. Have you subscribed? Please do. Not only does it help this channel grow, it encourages me to keep bringing you more and more content, and the more of you are watching these videos, the juicier these topics will get. But not only juicy, but they'll also be very educational. I want you to be better lovers. Okay, let's move on. I actually mentioned this one in my book, Spice It Up, It's Time to Revive Your Intimacy, and this one is
that all? Are you done? Is that it? Is that it?
meaning you are not satisfied, you are expecting more. Maybe he ejaculated faster than you expected. Sis, that's not the way you go about this. Instead, this is how you're going to go about a situation where you feel like it has ended prematurely. We know that men are like fire. You just strike a match and that's it. I always say men go from 0 to 100 within seconds, and then for women it takes time. We need to be aroused. He needs to get the whole body engaged and the VJJ engaged and ready for everything that's going to take place. But if he is a quick one and doesn't consider your feelings or your readiness, and if he's like one of those who say ready or not, here I come, one, of course, that's selfishness, and I have no idea what you're doing with that kind of selfishness or that kind of man. You have no business being with that man. Okay, however, if you married him like that, knowing that's how he is, girl, you have a lot of prayer to do, okay, for change of character. Cry to God to change him, because God is the one who created him. You cannot change him. But anyhow, instead of saying such a negative statement, you can say something like, oh baby, I loved it, I enjoy you so much, I love it when you do this and that to me. I wish you could have continued longer. Can we try again after a few minutes? This way you are being positive, and his mind will be ready to re-engage. This way you can take a break, or he can take a break. Some men, once they're done, but for some, you can come back around, and it also depends on what you do or how you proceed thereafter. So since the ball is in your court, do not crush his ego, do not stab his ego, because you are going to deflate that tire, and once that tire is deflated, it is not going to come back up anytime soon. Some men are already insecure, and if you say a statement like that, it is going to increase his insecurity. Instead of engaging with you sexually, he'll avoid being intimate with you at all costs, because he's avoiding the shame that you are causing him. He's avoiding the negativity that you present to him. He's avoiding being demeaned or undermined or attacked, because that's an attack, and it goes straight to his mind, and of course down in his manhood. You don't want to do that. Some men, once they disengage, they can be disengaged. The tire will be flat for months and months, and for you to win him back, girl, it will be a lot of work. Why not prevent or avoid getting to that extent where his insecurities are increased, and then you end up reaping the rewards of your mouth? Because things like that will come from a very immature lady, and it will come from a woman without wisdom. If you are watching this channel, my duty, my assignment is to increase your wisdom when it comes to your sexual intimacy, to increase your wisdom when it comes to dealing with your man. And this comes from experience, because I used to be so bad with running my mouth as far as men. So don't be like me, who learned through the hard way. And you know, they say experience is a hard and cruel teacher. It gives you the test first and then the lesson later. Been there, done that. It's not worth it. Make sure that whatever you say is going to build him, it's going to encourage him, and it's going to make him feel like you are a team and he's not dealing with a foe or an enemy. Okay? And the bonus is similar to number 4, saying something like,
oh, how I wish you could make love to me like John.
No, David or one of your exes. Never ever say that. Remember, it's you and him and God. If you're married and doing this within the confines of marriage, it's you, him, and God. You, him, Holy Spirit in there. Okay? During what I call your worship moments, you should not involve or mention another individual. By doing that, you are compromising your marriage. You are compromising your relationship. And most of you married very, very good men, very good guys. And the moment you say things like that, you are ruining something good that you've had going. There is, of course, better ways of communicating and saying these things, like I mentioned all the time. Okay, my sister, which of these was your favorite? Add more to the list. Leave me a comment below. Make sure that you are subscribed. Give this video a thumbs up, and remember to share it with your friends. And guess what? The next video is going to be the 5 things that men really want to hear in the bedroom. Okay, so it's going to be the opposite of this one. I cannot wait to bring that video to you. So make sure that you are subscribed, okay? And tell your besties, your girlfriends, all your WhatsApp friends about this channel, and share it in your groups. And I sincerely appreciate you doing that. Let's grow this community so that we can be better lovers and better wives. Okay, my sister? With that being said, my friends, if you enjoyed this video, I know for sure you'll enjoy this next video right here. Remember to do small things with great love, from my heart to yours. Don't forget to keep it spicy. Adios. Bye-bye. God bless you. I love you. I sincerely do. See you next time. Cheers.